Hello everyone. So previously we had discussed this one. We had successfully designed this one bulk operation, right? This one bulk data importer actually. So today we are asked to design something, design undo or redo functionality, right? So let's see what the question states here. Design a simple in-memory text editor that supports adding text along with the undo or redo operations. So main thing here is going with the undo or redo operations, right? So design a simple in-memory text editor that supports adding text along with the undo and redo operations. Each action must be reversible and the system should maintain full undo or redo history without using any external storage. So that's what they have asked us here. Implement it using the command pattern with clear execution and unexecution logic. So this is the question. The question is very simple. Yeah, let's do one thing. Based on the question, let's collect the functional as well as the non-functional requirements in detail so that we can just move on with the further things, right? So first, let's collect the functional as well as the non-functional requirements in detail. So the first requirement here would be user can perform actions, right? Simple example is typing text, adding the items, right? So the second, this one functional requirement goes with this one. Each action should be pushed onto the this one undo stack. So this one we have to take care of. The third one is undo operation reverts the last action and pushes into the redo stack. So this one also we have to take care of. The fourth one is redo operation reapplies the last undone operation. So this is one of the requirement as well. The fifth one here, just give me a second here. The fifth one would be system should support multiple this one chained undo or redo operations. Yeah, so this is also one of the functional requirement which is very important. Next, let's move on with the non-functional requirements. The first thing, operations must execute in peak of one time. They have strictly mentioned. So this one we have to keep in mind. Implementation should be simple, maintainable as well as extendable. Right. So this is also one of the thing. The third one is data stored in memory using lightweight structures. So this is also one of the thing. The final one is concurrency safe design. Concurrency safe design. Yeah. So these are some of the functional as well as the non-functional requirements that we need to discuss. Yeah. So this is fine. Next, what we'll be doing. So based on the requirements and accordingly with the question, so I have went with this particular algorithm, right? And also the design pattern choice. So let's discuss the same algorithm choice as well as the design pattern choice. So for the algorithm choice, actually we'll be making use of the two stacks. Yeah. So we will be going with the undo stack as well as the redo stack, right? Undo stack for the performed actions and redo stack for the undone action. This one actions. Yep. Both provides because one push or pop operations. Both provides this one because one push or pop operations. That's what they have asked in the question as well. Non-functional requirement. I had stressed on the same, right? So now let's move on with the design patterns actually. So what are the design patterns that we'll be making use of here? So only one design pattern will be going with, mainly command pattern. Yeah. Each user action is modeled as a command. Yeah. Each user action will be modeled as a command with execute as well as unexecute. This one execute as well as the unexecute to undo, right? Execute for the execution. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. So we'll be making use of the command pattern actually, command design pattern. Yeah, just remember this one. So based on the design pattern as well as the this one algorithm choice, so I have went with a further topics, namely concurrency as well as the data model. See, concurrency in the sense we will be going with a single threaded. Yeah, single threaded in the sense. See, first of all, we are going with a demo. The demo will be single threaded. In case of multi-threaded scenario, we have to protect undo or redo stacks using the mutex blocks. Yep. So that is also one of the thing. We can just make use of the atomic operations for the consistent state transitions as well. If we are going with a multi-threaded scenario, that I'm speaking of, right? For now, we are just going with a single file CLI demo. Yeah. So it's better to go with a single threaded one. Yeah. It's better to go with single threaded. So next, let's move on with the data model here. We will be going with the undo stack, redo stack, as well as the document. Undo stack, this is the list storing command objects. Redo stack, so this is also the list storing command objects. What about the document that we have considered? Document is nothing but it is in memory object updated by the commands, updated by commands actually. Yeah. So this is fine, I believe. So we went with we discussed the concurrency as well as the data model. part. So and also we are not going with any external DB here, right? Everything runs in memory. Just remember this one. Yeah. So this is fine. We have successfully designed or we have successfully discussed algorithm choice, design pattern choice, concurrency, and the data model. This one as well, data model part as well. Next, let's move on with the UML diagram part. So based on what we had discussed earlier, so we will be discussing the UML diagram part. Yep. So mainly on the data modeling part as well as the design pattern that we went with. Yeah. So based on what we had discussed earlier, so we will be so I have designed an UML diagram. Just let's discuss the same thing actually. Yep. So first we will be going with a document class. Yeah. Document class consists of only one parameter, nothing but the text, which is of the type string, nothing but str, right? So next we will be going with a command class as well. Command class consists of the two methods, namely this one unexecute as well as the execute. So this one, sorry, one second. Yeah, we have only one parameter. Yeah. So document class consists of only one parameter, namely text, which is of the type string, and command class consists of the two methods actually. Yeah, command class consists of the two methods, execute as well as the unexecute, right? So and then comes add text command. Yeah, then comes add text command class. So this consists of the execute as well as the unexecute methods as well, the same as command class actually. Yeah. So we will be making use of two methods actually. Yeah. So we'll be making use of two methods. One is execute and another one is unexecute. Yeah. So we have made use of the class add text command class. Yeah. So this is fine, I believe. Next, we are left with only one class, nothing but the undo manager. Yeah. Undo manager consists of four methods actually. Yeah. Four methods, which are nothing but undo stack, which is of the type stack, redo stack, execute of command, undo as well as the read. Right. So five. Yep. So yep, these are some of the this is not only methods, these are some of the this one. I'll just got this one. These are some methods as well as the parameters actually. Yeah. Just remember these are some methods as well as the parameters that we'll be making use of within the undo manager. Yep. So yeah, let me write it over here. These are some of the methods as well as the parameters actually. Yep. So this is fine. So we will be going with the four classes actually. Yeah. So we will be going with four classes, namely document command, add text command as well as the undo manager. Document consists of only one parameter text, which consists of which is of the type string. Command consists of two methods, execute as well as unexecute. Same goes with add text command method as well, which consists of the execute and unexecute methods. And undo manager consists of different parameters and methods, namely undo stack, which is of the type stack, redo stack, which is of the type stack, and execute of command, undo as well as the redo. Yes, these are some of the methods and the parameters that will be making use of within the undo manager. Yep. So this is the UML diagram that I have designed completely based on the previous discussions. Yep. It's completely based on algorithm choice as well as the design pattern choice and the concurrency and the data model part. Yeah. So now we have successfully designed the UML diagram. So the exact same methods and the parameters that we'll be making use of within the code. All we are left is we are left with actually writing the code. So exact same thing, same method, same parameters, same classes we'll be making use of within the code, right? Only thing is we'll be adding the logic to the methods and we will be doing this thing. What do we call? We'll be adding logic, one thing. And what are the other things that we'll be doing? Yeah, we'll be adding logic along with it. We'll be writing the code structurally. Yep, we'll be writing the code structurally. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that we do here, right? So this is fine. Now we are done with the UML diagram part. Yeah, so now as we are completely done with this one UML diagram part, it's very good time to write the code. Let's start writing the code. So let's start writing the code. The first thing here, first let's go with a document class actually as per the UML diagram, right? So I'll just go with the document here. Within the document class, let me go with the initialization part. I'll just go with the init here. So I'll just go with mm, init. One second. Yeah, this is a bit slow actually. So I'll just go with here text actually. Yep. This is fine. Next, let's do one thing. After the initialization part or the constructor part here, I have went with text and this one initialize this one with the empty string. So basically it holds the current text of the document, right? So this is fine. Next, let's go with the main method, nothing but show actually. Yeah. So here, yeah. Yep. So here within the show method, we have to print the current state of the document, right? So I'll just go with a print here. So within the string, I'll just go with document text. So this is fine. Yep. So let me do one thing. I'll just go with text actually. Yeah. So this is fine. Yeah. So next we are done with the document class actually. Next, let's do one thing. Let's go with the command class. Yeah. So command class in the sense we'll be making use of the command pattern, command design pattern, right? So first I'll just go with class. Let me go with the command. Yeah. So this is fine. This is the base class defining the interface. Yep. So let me go with the method execute here. Yep. So I'll just go with self here. So this is fine. Within the execute method, we don't have to write anything. So for now, let's go with the pass. That's it. Yep. So every command must implement execute. Just remember that is the reason we are going with the execute. Also, we have to go with the unexecute as well. Every command must implement execute as well as unexecute. Right. So first, let's go with another method unexecute. Right. So let me copy this one. Let me paste it over here and let me pass the self here and the same thing. Let me go with pass here. So this is fine. We are done with the command class actually. Now let's do one thing. Let's go with a concrete command, nothing but let's go with a add text command class, right? So we should be able to add the text to the document, right? For that, let's go with a class add text command, right? So I'll just go with class add text command. Yeah. So this one, let me pass the command. Yeah. So this one. Yep. So this is fine. So within the add text command class, first let me go with the initialization part. I'll just go with the init. So this is fine. Yep. So within the init, let me do one thing. I'll just go with dot doc and let me initialize this one with a document actually, not the capital D. I'll just go with a small d. Yep. So this is fine. This is not showing. Oh, I didn't pass the parameters at all, right? Along with the self, let me go with two parameters. One is document and another one is text actually. Yeah. So now the error is gone. Next, let me go with the text actually. And let me initialize this one with the text actually. This is fine. Next, what shall I do? Let me go with two methods. One is execute and another one is unexecute, right? So I'll just go with execute here. Execute of self. So this is fine. And next, let's go with actually dot text. So this is fine. Yep. So let me go with dot text equals this one dot text plus actually text. Let me mention text here, right? So next, let me go with a unexecute again. So I'll just go with unexecute here. Again, along with the self, I don't need anything, I believe. So instead of return this one, actually, let me go with, sorry, I'll just go with dot text again. Has to show dot text equals self dot mm, dot text. So this is fine. Hyphen length. So let me pass the this one self dot text as well. Yeah. So this is fine, I believe. Yeah. So next what we'll be doing, we are done with the add text command class actually. Next what we will do, we will go with the undo or redo manager. Yeah, the main one. So I'll just go with a class undo manager. Yeah, so this is fine, I believe. So let me make this one capital U actually, the undo. So I'll just go with here this one initialization part, right? So I'll just go with init. So let me delete this one. So let's initialize certain thing. I'll just go with the variables undo stack here. So two stacks will be going with. One is undo stack and the second one is redo stack. Yep. So let me go with undo stack here. This one and let me go with a redo stack. Yeah. So this is the one. Let me initialize this one with the empty list. Both stacks actually. Next, let's move on with the different methods actually. First method that we'll be going with here is this one execute. So this one undo stack and redo stack, what it does, undo stack, it it is the stack that holds the comments that can be undone. And the second one, it is the stack that holds the comments that can be redone actually. Yeah, so this is fine, I believe. Next, what I'll do, let's go with the execute actually. Yeah, let me go with the execute. So along with the self, let me go with command. Yeah. So within the execute method, first let's run the action, right? I'll just go with command. So this is fine. Command dot execute. Yep. So I'll just give here execute. So this is fine. The next one would be we have to push to the undo history, right? So I'll just go with this one. Undo stack. This is fine. Dot append of, let me pass the command. Yeah. So this is fine. Next, let me go with redo stack. This one. Yep. I'll just go with a clear. Yep. So this is fine. Yep. Next, what we'll do, let's go with a undo method. I'll just go with undo of, let me pass the self here. So within the undo method, first thing, um, if we have, suppose, consider if we have no comments to undo, then let's print something for the interactiveness, and then let's exit from there, right? So I'll just go with if not this one undo stack. So let me go with the print here. So this is fine. I'll just give nothing to this one undo. Yep. So this is fine. The next one we have to exit from here. So I'll just give return. The next we have to get the last comment. We have to undo its action. Also, we have to push it to the redo stack, right? So first, let me do one thing. Let's get the last command. I'll just go with this one undo stack. So I'll just go with the undo stack dot pop actually. So this is fine. Yep. Let me go with this one unexecute actually. Yep. Unexecute. So this is nothing but to undo its action, right? So the third one here, not the third one actually, the last line here, we have to push it to the redo stack. Yep. So I'll just go with here redo stack actually. This one redo stack. We have to append the this one comment to the redo stack, right? So I'll just go with CMD. Yep. So this is fine. So next what we have to do, let's go with a redo method actually. I'll just go with redo. Yep. So let me go with the cell. Yep. So the first thing I'll just go with if not, I'll just go with the redo stack here. This one. So within the redo stack, sorry, within this one, if condition. If no comments to redo, then we have nothing to do. In that case, we have to exit from there, right? So for that, let's write the simple print just for the interactive purpose actually. Just go with nothing to redo. This is fine. Yep. Mm, all we have to do is we have to exit from there. I'll just give return. Yep. So next, let me go with the command cmd here. So we have to get the last undone command, right? So I'll just go with redo stack actually. Yep. I'll just go with a pop. This is also fine. The next one is we have to redo the action. So let me go with execute actually. Yeah, let me go with the execute. So this is fine. The final one is we have to push back to the undo stack, right? So I'll just go with here undo stack. So this one, we have to append the command to the undo stack, right? So I'll just pass the CMD. This is fine. Yep. So we are done with the coding part one. So this is it for the coding part. All we have to do is let's go with the example usage or the demo usage. Usually I take the example usage or the command usage from the Google. Let me do that. Just give me a second here. So let me paste it over here, right? So I'll just come here. Let me do one thing. I'll just copy this entire thing. Let me give Control J. So yeah, I'll just go with the Python followed by the file name.py, right? So here we are getting the error. Undo manager is not defined. Oh, this one I have to give the capital M. Line number 61 here itself. Yeah. So I'll just go with 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. This is fine. Here line number, somewhere we have used the same. No. Right, so this is fine. So let me give clear screen here. Also, let me close this one over here. Again, let me run this one. Yep. So yeah, now we are getting performing actions. So document, see, based on the this one example or the demo usage that we have given, so we are getting the output. So let me come here 1 second. First, what we are doing, we are creating the document object. We are calling the undo manager class here, right? So we are creating undo or redo controller. So this is fine. Next, let's moving on with the other things. First, we are going with the print performing actions. So this is fine. Performing actions we have got here, right? So next, we are calling the execute method here. Add text command. What we are adding? Hello, right? Next, what we are adding? One more text we are adding here by calling the execute command here, nothing but world. So we have hello world here. Document text we are getting hello world because we have called the show method here, right? After adding hello and world, we have called the show method here. Hello, we are getting the hello world. Yeah. So yeah, we have successfully added hello as well as the world method. Yeah. So we are calling the show method here. We are getting the hello world. Yep. So next, what we are doing, first we are going with the undo one. Yep. So what we are doing, we are undoing the world, this one world actually, and then we are going again. We are calling the show method. So we have to get only hello after undoing the word, this one world. Uh, we have to just get only hello, right? So see here, we are getting the correct output after undoing the world. See, we have so what we are doing here, undo one, we are going with manager.undo document.show. What we are doing, this one, we are undoing the world actually. So this is gone. Now it just has to print hello. We are getting the correct output here in this case. Next, let's move on with the second undo here. Undo. So we are undoing the hello here, manager.undo. So here doc.show. So this has to print the empty string because world we have already removed, and now we are removing or undoing the hello as well. So after removing every this one two words, we are left with nothing. We have to get the empty string as output. So we are getting the empty string as output here. So this is fine. Next, we are done with the undo part, undo one and undo two. So only hello we have got here. Second time we have got empty string. It is not showing anything here, right? So this is fine. Next, let's move on with the redo. We are redoing, right? So first we are going with it will redo hello, right? So hello world, the last one we have removed was the last one that we removed was hello, right? So when we redo, hello has to appear actually, right? So we are going with manager.redo. We are calling the redo method. It has to print hello. See here, we are getting the document text hello, which is absolutely correct actually. The final one, we are going with the redo second, redo to nothing but the last time we went with the redo, it has to display hello and it did the job actually. This time we have to get the complete word hello world again. We are redoing the second time. The only word that we are left with here is world actually. So we have to get the hello world entirely. See here, after redoing for the second time, we are getting the entire string hello world, right? So whatever, because we are calling the show method here, right? Again, every time we are calling show method, right? After operations, after individual operation, we are calling the this one redo, this one show method actually, sorry. Yep. So now we have got the absolute correct output for the code that we have written, means we have got the desired output accordingly with what code that we have written, right? So I hope whatever we have discussed is completely clear. Now we have discussed the coding part, we have discussed the output part as well. Yeah, these two things we have done, and we have got the desired output as well. We have discussed this one. Yeah, we have got the desired output. Yep. So now it's good time to write the this one. What do we call? It's good time to discuss further things. Let's move on to the limitations for the current code. Yeah, limitations for the current code. Whatever the code that we have written, let's discuss the limitations for that. Yep. So here, let's move on with the limitations of the current code. The first limitation here would be it only supports append text actions. It only supports append text actions. Yeah. So this is one of the limitations. No persistent storage. No persistent storage in the sense we are not going with any external database, right? So we are just considering in memory. Yep. So no persistent storage here, right? So that is also one of the limitation, quite obviously, because data will be lost. Data will be lost once we restart the code. Yep. Uh, this is one of the major drawbacks as well. So this is one of the limitations for the code that we have written. Yep. So let's move on with the third one. No concurrency control. No concurrency control in the sense we are just going with a single thread only. We are not making use of multi-threading here, right? So we are not going with the threading module and we are not making use of the multi-threading, right? So this is one of the limitations as well. The fourth one here would be cannot undo or redo partial operations inside the same command. This is also one of the limitations. Yeah. So the final one here would be no limit enforcement. Yeah. Undo stack may grow indefinitely, right? Indefinitely, right? Indefinitely in the sense it can grow indefinitely, right? So no limit enforcement at all, right? So we are not enforcing anything on the limit. Yep. So that is also one of the limitations, man. So these are some of the limitations. Yeah. So these are some of the limitations. Yep. So now we are done with the limitations part. Next, let's do one thing. Let's move on with the alternative algorithms and the trade-offs, right? So alternative algorithms and the trade-off. First one will be going with the persistent state history, right? So uh, when I say persistent state history, so the first thing here would be it stores full document state after each change. So this is one of the biggest advantages, right? So the main advantage is easy restoring, but also it comes with a disadvantage, nothing but the high memory usage. We'll be making use of high memory, right? High memory usage. This is one of the disadvantage. This is for the persistent state history. The second one is event sourcing. When I say event sourcing, we have to store the events chronologically, right? So the main advantage of this is full audit log. So we'll be getting or we'll be going with the full or we'll be getting the full audit log actually. The main disadvantage is that we have to replay time increases as the event grows, right? So we have to replay time increases as event grows, right? This one also we have to keep in mind. The third one is memento pattern. Memento pattern, it stores the state objects, no doubt. The main advantage of this is clean separation of the state, and the main disadvantage of that is it can become memory heavy. It can become memory heavy. The fourth one is uh, differential storage, right? So it stores only differences, nothing but the patches actually. Yeah. So the main advantage of this one is it is memory efficient, no doubt, and the main con of this is it is difficult to undo or redo. Nothing but undo or redo logic uh, becomes completely different when we go with the differential storage. Yeah. So yeah, this is or these are some of the alternative algorithms and the trade-offs, right? So we have successfully designed this one undo and the read undo or the redo functionality, right? Completely. Yep. So we are done with this part. So next, what we'll be doing, we will be designing this one. What do we call search suggestion or autocomplete? Yeah, search suggestion or autocomplete. So we'll be designing search suggestion or the autocomplete next. Yep. So I hope whatever we have discussed is completely clear along with the this one UML diagram as well as the coding part. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.